Good morning. It's Tuesday morning. Today we read from Acts 10, verses 1 through 8. At Caesarea, there was a man named Cornelius, a centurion of what was known as the Italian cohort, a devout man who feared God with all his household, gave alms generously to the people, and prayed continually to God. About the 9th hour of the day, he saw clearly in a vision an angel of God come in and say to him, "Cornelius." And he stared at him in terror and said, "What is it, Lord?" And the angel said to him, "Your prayers and your alms have ascended as a memorial before God. And now send men to Joppa and bring one Simon who is called Peter. He is lodging with one Simon, a tanner whose house is by the sea." When the angel who spoke to him had departed, he called two of his servants and a devout soldier from among those who attended him, and having related everything to them, he sent them to Joppa. So this man named Cornelius is a Roman centurion. He is probably an Italian. He is certainly not Jewish. He's not he's not the kind of person that the Jews would associate with. They would think of him as unclean and a foreigner and an outsider and someone not involved in the covenant. But he's devout. He fears God. He gives alms. He prays all the time. And so he does all the things that Jews are supposed to do. He's just not technically allowed to, come to the temple and stuff. And he has this vision. And the angel of the Lord comes and says, your actions, your prayers, and your alms have ascended before God as a kind of memorial, and so go get Simon Peter. There were lots of Simons, of course, in the ancient world, and so this is Simon who is called Peter. Peter is from Petra, which just means rock. So it's like Simon that we call Rocky. And he's staying with another Simon who is a tanner who lives down by the sea. And so he sends two of his servants and one of his soldiers who is devout also. So he's not the only one in this group that has been converted into what we call God-fearers. And these are Gentiles in the New Testament world who followed Judaism as best they could as Gentiles, and they were called the God-fearers. And so he's a God-fearer. And he comes, and this vision happens. Now, a lot more is going to happen, and we'll pick that up over the next few days. But I suppose for right now, we could think about who are the God-fearers in our society. Sometimes we make these hard distinctions between people who join the church and people who don't join the church. I was in a church one time where we were trying very hard to overcome things like that. And they had adopted a strategy of ministry teams, and we had this elaborate strategy. And the woman who was in charge of recruiting and maintaining the ushers, greeters and stuff, came in one day and said, "Well, so-and-so wants to be a greeter." Now, so-and-so, whoever it was, were not church members at the time. And the woman who was in charge of this whole ministry said, "Well, that's great. That way they can meet people. It'll be good for them." And the other woman said, "But they're not members." And we're like banging our heads on our desk. What does that matter? They're participating in worship, and, that's good enough. So we have these people that come to the church, and some of them come once in a blue moon, and some of them come once a month, and some of them come every Sunday. But, they're there. They haven't made the full commitment for whatever reasons, and sometimes it's because we haven't given them the opportunity. I realize that. But they come and they want to be faithful, and they want to find out more about God. And some of them, when you ask them about joining the church, they're like, "Well, I'm not too sure about that." So you have to just work with them until they until they want to come along. So we have the same kind of thing in our day. We have people who seem to they want to be involved and they want to come to church, but they're not quite ready to make that jump. And I guess I understand that, though I'm not sure why you would be that involved in the church and not make the leap to join the church. But whatever suits people is okay with me. I'm glad that we have people coming. I'm glad that people are interested in what we're doing and want to participate. And whether they actually join up or not is on one level kind of immaterial. On another level, it's important, but on one level, it's kind of immaterial to me as long as they are participating. That's what interests me. Are they participating in the ministries and programs and the work of the church? And if they are, great, that's good. That's what's really required. And I hope that you're participating in some way wherever you are and wherever you attend worship. I hope that you find a way to participate. I know it's hard, especially with COVID still out there, and some people are still sort of at home and not going out much. And so it's hard to participate in the usual kinds of things that we used to do. But there are all kinds of things that we're trying to do that you can participate in. Actually, you can participate in without leaving your house, because you can go online and make a monetary donation to all these things that we're doing, and that will help us too. So however you participate, do it. And have a great day. We'll see you in the morning.